Communication. Communication is the lifeline of any relationship. And so you have to communicate with your friend. If I ever have an issue with you, you would know. So we need to become people who share what's on our hearts. Rather than, sulking or saying, oh, my style is, I don't tell you, should know what I'm feeling. You should know that you're not talking to me. Will I be okay with it? No. Actually share what's on your heart. If there's anything bothering me, I'm going to tell Ayo that something is bothering me. And just as a friendship, as a friend, that's what I do in general. If there's anything that's an issue with me, my other friends are in the room, they know we are going to have a conversation about it. So it's not about confrontation. It's about understanding where the other person is at as well. So have that conversation to say, hey, I really miss you. Also, the way you have that conversation is very important. It's not from an argumentative point of view or from a fighting point of view. It's telling them and trying to build that connection even when you're trying to say something that is not as pleasant and something that is tough to hear. We have to be able to have conversations that are not attacks. Yeah. You say, oh, how are you? I did where you left me. As you know, check me now. As you know, check me. I'm not saying that we don't say that sometimes, right? But when you're going to have a proper, productive conversation with somebody, you want to start with connection. Say, hey, I really miss you. I really miss what we share. What's going on here? I had that conversation with one of my friends recently. I miss her. And I sent her a message. I was like, I really miss her so. How far? What's going on with you? So you want to find out. And sometimes, maybe your friend is also one that doesn't share as much. But you need to ask, you need to probe. So you need to say, what's going on? And then the person can open up and share. And you not even find out that, wow, there's actually quite a lot going on in this person's life that they are not sharing. Because maybe they're in a different space, they're in a different head space. And then you're able to understand and be empathetic towards them. And the person might say, oh, I actually didn't know that this was an issue. And then you give them the ability to make the change rather than just thinking that they should know. So I think for me, communication is so important in friendship. Don't say, oh, my friend should know. We've been friends for 20 years. He should know. You should know me by now. No, let's not do that in friendships. Let's share what's on our hearts and say, okay, this and this and this is what has happened over the years. And, I'm feeling some type of way. Can we X, Y, Z? Yeah.
Thank you. That is so good. And in saying that, I have a question, like a follow-up question to what you said. So if you're dealing with someone who's not very outspoken, who likes to internalize, and I'm saying this for context, so you maybe have a friend who says, when I'm going through something, I don't like to talk in that moment, and they can ghost. How do you deal with that? Because it doesn't change how you feel. So imagine trying to have that conversation, and the friend is not really even paying attention to you. What do you do?
I think you need to learn the type of person your friend is. So you know that that's how she is. I'm not going to take it as an offense. First of all, when somebody is your friend, listen, let your guard down. Refuse to be offended. Refuse to be easily offended, right? Just have that in your mind. Show up in other ways. So maybe your friend doesn't want to talk. Maybe something has happened. Maybe she's lost a family member. Maybe your husband did something. How can you show up in it? He's a married person. Maybe she has children. Can I take the kids out next week, Saturday? Right? Can I take the boys out? Can I come and whatever? Or you come to their house, you open their door, and you start washing their plates. You clean their house. Maybe they don't have a cleaner. Maybe they don't have some. Show up in other ways. Sometimes some people need some time to process. And it's okay to give them that time to process. Actually, this is she and I. Because I am the type of person who, if something happens, I want to talk about it now. Now, as they hot, as they drop. But Aya is like, no, give me time. Give me time to process what has happened. Give me time to think about it. Not because she's trying to, and she's not ignoring me to punish me. Yeah. She just has to process her feelings and has to understand that kind of person she is. Right? So those are two different things. Punishing a person and giving silent treatment is different from saying, let's revisit this conversation another time. So over the years, we have learned to, understand that, okay, we're going to meet in a middle point where I want to talk about something now, and usually with best friends, usually you people are opposites. Yeah. Somebody wants to talk now, the other person is like, you just leave me, right? But I think it's understanding and being patient with your friend. Allow your friend to process what they need to process in that time, and then give them the grace. Give them the grace to do what they need to do. And then when they need you, be there.
Thank you so much. I want to hear from you, since you're the quiet one.
I think Bumi has basically, she has basically said it all. But when she was speaking, I was also thinking about the fact that sometimes your friend is also navigating something that's new to them. So if your friend is just getting married or they're just having kids, they're also navigating a very new situation. And sometimes they don't know how to find that balance. So everything Bumi said, I think, is very apt, because when you communicate, sometimes they don't even know that they're doing that. They're not intentionally, keeping you at arm's length. So that communication, like Bumi said, is very important. Understanding the friends that you have, and also, just giving your friends grace and giving the relationship grace to kind of find itself again.
I love that.